can't get so used to the way things are.
Seattle Mayor Katie Wilson bragged about delaying an encampment sweep so she could place several homeless people into shelter and housing, implying this would be a new way of getting people off the streets.
There I talked with a woman who was 5 months sober and had 3 small dogs. We were able to identify a spot for her in a tiny house village.
But after Wilson's State of the City address last week, We Heart Seattle's Andrea Suarez did a simple follow-up.
People don't always accept the services they're referred to
see if that woman with 3 dogs actually made it off the streets.
Oh, no.
Surrounded by drug paraphernalia and a sense of despair, Crystal Rawlings and her dogs are still living in a Ballard tent encampment.
Like I said, I'm not going to be ungrateful for anything.
She spoke to me exclusively and says the city offered her a tiny house in Interbay Village.
I just thought that something big in the works was bigger than a tiny home.
It's run by the Low Income Housing Institute, one of the many nonprofits contracted by the city for homeless services.
I'm not going to have them breathing in that mold.
However, Rawlings claims Unit 71
I don't understand why they let anyone move into it, because it's like, just look, you'll see.
Was infested with dangerous black mold that can cause serious health risks like severe allergies and breathing problems. Wow, that's black mold. I personally visited this tiny house to verify her claims.
Not only that, it's filthy. It's disgusting.
While I was unable to get inside the unit, I did see what appeared to be mold spores growing on the window frame.
Ask us. Come out here and deal with us personally.
I thought she did that, though, already.
No, she just came out here and had conversated just like me and you.
Rawlings says the city and Lehigh did not offer her any alternatives. You want her to watch the whole process?
Yes, because if she would have done that, then she would know what's working and what's not working for us.
Our teams also helped 5 more people living at that encampment.
And when she saw the mayor taking a victory lap on stage, Rawlings says she was absolutely incensed.
Why did you use me as an example? And that's not an example. The city does that all the time. Whenever there's a tiny home available, they give it to one of us.
Feeling used and betrayed. In fairness to the mayor, she did offer you a place to go.
There's a big difference between being housed and then being in a shelter.
In other words, Rawlings claims she was promised a fully furnished apartment, not a wooden shack.
And we cannot just keep moving people from place to place.
I reached out to Mayor Wilson's office in Lehigh for comment, but so far no response.
It was an overwhelming success. It turns out in this one case that there was this problem with Crystal.
Outreach worker Bruce Drager advised Mayor Wilson on delaying that Ballard encampment sweep and remains a supporter.
I'm very optimistic of what she can do.
But Drager says her administration must now audit and reassess the effectiveness of all the homelessness agencies working with the city, so this doesn't happen again.
We don't have any standardized criteria by which these shelters have to meet. We need to measure how many people are going into permanent housing.
Mayor Wilson did not address the service resistant, the population of drug addicts on the street that will resist shelter or tiny houses.
For now, Suarez is keeping tabs on this complicated situation. Whoa. Trying to help Rawlings and her dogs stabilize before taking that next step. So she's off opioids.
She's off opioids.
But she's using other drugs.
She's using other drugs.